Good day, everyone. I am Bembe Tuzelo, a final year electrical engineering student at Central University of Technology. My project research question is how do variation in light intensity, temperature, and window positioning affect power consumption in a household? My design is an IoT-based system that monitors these factors and responds to automatically reduce power consumption. I used an Arduino-based system that uses 3 sensors, which is the DHT11 for monitoring humidity and temperature, and LDR for monitoring light intensity. And I also used an INA219 current sensor for measuring power consumption in room. I also used actuators, namely the relay for turning on the fan when temperature is above 29 degrees Celsius, and for turning off the fan when power consumption is above 0.3 watts. I also used the servo motor for opening and closing the windows. And then I used a SIM800L for sending an SMS, an alert to owner when power consumption is high. I also used a SIM800-8826601 for reading the sensors and logging data onto my ThinkSpeak. My data will be collected over 24 hours over a 7-day test. I will collect my data when there's low light, when there's high light, and when there's no light in room. I will also collect my data when there's low temperature and when there's high temperature. This is how my system will work. Currently, in this room, there's low light. So my power consumption is 0.11 watts because light is low and my LEDs are dim. Let us check what happens when I increase light intensity in room. When I increase light intensity in room, my LEDs are fully turned off and my power consumption has reduced from 0.11 to 0.02 watts. Now, let us check what happens when there's no light in room. Now, I will fully turn off my lights in room by making sure that my LDR is fully dark. Now that my LDR has been turned fully dark using these, my lights are fully turned on. They are fully on because the LDR is dark. My power consumption has increased to 0.16 watts because my LEDs are fully turned on since it is dark in room. So my power consumption has increased to 0.06, pretty much approximately 0.016, 0.017 watts. Now let us check what happens. Currently in this room, the room temperature is 26.20 Celsius degrees. 26.20 Celsius degrees. Let us check what happens when I increase temperature in this room. My temperature is still increasing. When my temperature is above 29 degrees Celsius, my windows open and my fan turns off. However, when my fan is above 0.30 watts, it is automatically turned off to save power consumption, and an SMS is sent to owner that power consumption is too high. Power consumption is too high and the fan has been turned off. Power consumption is too high and the fan has been turned off. The windows have closed because power consumption has went below 29 degrees Celsius, so my windows have closed. Now My data has been collected from my 3 sensors and sent to my ThinkSpeak less than a minute ago. My ThinkSpeak displays temperature, humidity from the DHT level, as well as light intensity from the LDR and power consumption from my INA219 current sensor. When there's no light in room, my power consumption is high, as opposed to when there's sufficient light in room. And when temperature is high in room, my power consumption increases because our fan has turned on. However, our system automatically turns off our fan to control power consumption and reduces, then alert owner that the fan has been turned off. Thank you.